Here we go, man.
I'm ready.
Fucking LoveWatch
I'm
2.0.
I'm ready. The relaunch.
What up, everybody?
Hey, we here in the new year.
We sure are. And now we're on video. We're not just disembodied voices.
I know, you guys can see us now.
What we're here to talk about today is Cats.
Cats.
The movie.
The movie, not the musical. Well,
Not the animal.
The movie musical.
Not the bowlers from the Disney Channel that struck back. No.
The Alley Cats strike?
From the alleys, yes.
The Alley Cats strike.
No, we're talking about Cats, the goddamn musical. Wow.
Oh my god.
This was something. Ricky, go ahead, man. What are some of your thoughts on this
Here's
masterpiece?
I have a little bit more background in musicals than you do, and so I already knew the Cats musical going in, and so for me, like, I already knew that this musical is weird and it's kind of strange, and a lot of people that have seen it don't really like it. It's just this thing that's been around for a really long time, and when I heard the movie was coming out, I did not expect it to be any good, and
I mean, that trailer was pretty rough.
the trailer was
Pretty
rough.
spot on. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want a trailer that tells you what the movie's going to be like, though, they nailed it.
The trailer was
Right?
100%
I mean,
accurate.
that's pretty
to what
perfect.
You saw.
Yeah.
And that's really, really funny.
This
And
horrifying feeling you're having watching the trailer, that's what you're going to have in the movie, too.
Honestly, I didn't want to see it, and I wasn't going to see it, but then we decided to do it for our relaunch of LoveWatch, so
Yeah.
I went and saw it, and now I've seen it.
To be honest, I had no interest whatsoever because I don't really like musicals that much anyway. I heard about how terrible the trailer looked. I didn't even watch the trailer. I just heard how bad it was. And then I saw the reviews it was getting, and that actually made me excited. I was like, I really want to go hate this film. I want to go watch it and just laugh at it the whole time. And I'd say the first 10 minutes or so, that's all I was doing, was just sitting in my chair going, what the fuck is this? And cracking up. And as it went on, I just got bored. It was just boring, man. I'm just introduced so many characters that would sing a little song about themselves and then be gone forever.
Welcome to what the musical is.
Yeah, and we talk about this sometimes. When it's off of source material, I don't judge it off source material whatsoever. I just look at, this is what you made. I don't care if it's like, well, the source material was this way.
No.
Cool, but you made it for a new medium. This is your own thing.
I would say they mapped it pretty well from what the musical is to what the movie is, as far as like its weird energy that it has. It, like, honestly, it's almost like they.
That's why I never wanted to see Cats, man.
Yeah, I know. And
I remember seeing those commercials as a kid for like the Cats commercial or the Cats show in like San Francisco, and I was just like, why do people go watch this?
No one knows. No one knows.
It's made a ton of money. It's made a ton of money.
I've seen the musical. Like, it's a multi-billion-dollar musical.
Oh yeah.
And everybody I know that has seen it like live, like in Broadway or on a professional stage, is like, no, I don't really like it. It's like, then why is this thing so successful?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been made into 2 different movies, and it's been on stage for however long. I don't understand it.
The creepy thing about this one, too, is it's PG, and so I think a lot of kids are going to see this movie because their parents just don't understand what it is. They're going to say, oh, it's PG, it's cats, so we're going to bring them in, and then these kids are going to be traumatized for life seeing these cats that are, like, in every scene, I feel like they're seconds away from an orgy breaking out. Like these are all cats that are in heat.
It's oddly sensual.
It's very weird.
Yeah, it's oddly
weird.
Film. This is true. Very sensual.
Yeah, a lot of nuzzling. It was.
But now you understand cats.
Jellicle cats.
Jellicle cats.
What does jellicle mean?
It's
never explained.
No, they don't. But they say it to you a lot.
They say, because jellicle cats can and jellicle cats do. That's why jellicle cats do and jellicle cats can.
In the most jellicle way. No,
and so it's just a weird film, man. I mean, they're attending this jellicle ball, right? So that a cat can be chosen as the most jellicle and then die. Yeah. Basically.
So for those of you who don't know the story, who have never seen the musical, who haven't seen the movie yet, and you're looking for a little context here. So it's basically about all these cats living in London, I believe.
Sure.
The River Thames.
Yeah, I know they say that at some point, yeah.
So I think they're in London. It's all these cats, and basically every year, this cat who's like their oracle called Old Deuteronomy.
I mean, it's a cat cult. Yeah. Let's clarify this. Yeah. This is a cult.
Yeah, they worship some kind of jellicle entity that says that it's basically like their spirit if their spirit is jellical enough, they can ascend to a new life, basically. So Old Deuteronomy is like their oracle, and every year she hosts this Jellicle Ball where these Jellicle cats get to come and basically audition to be ascended, which is basically like, shed their mortal coil, as it were, and ascend into a new life.
It's funny because as you're explaining this, trying to clarify it for our audience, it's such nonsense that I'm sure it's not clarifying anything, man.
So the way you display your jellicalness is you have to perform a song that explains the person.
It's like America's Got Talent.
Right. Except they don't get to sing other people's songs. They have to sing a song that's in their heart. That's 100% them.
That's choreographed.
Yeah. And everybody knows their song.
Yeah, they've been practicing for years.
Here's the thing. They may have auditioned several years in a row, so everybody's like, you're going to do that song again?
Don't defend it, Ricky.
But no, so like basically the movie is this new cat named Victoria is new to this scene, and she's getting led around to meet all these Jellicle cats, and so each one of them is doing their song.
Just about who they are, and then they leave the movie, and there's this one cat who's magic, and he's evil, and he wants to win. Yeah. I don't know why, because he's a magic cat. I feel like you got it made in the shade, dude.
That's pretty Jellicle.
I mean, you can do magic. He can like make people just disappear. He can make things appear. I don't really understand why he wants to die, but he does.
That's all he can do.
But he does. And I really think there is like a dark undertone when you think about what happens to him in particular. Spoilers, but who cares? It's cats. He gets dropped on that statue and he can't get down. I'm like, so that cat's just gonna have to like sit up there for the 3 days or however long it takes for him to starve to death under the beating sun. That is dark.
Yeah.
That's a dark. I mean, he was mean. He was mean. Yeah. He wanted to make another cat jump in water, so I guess that's a punishment that fits the crime.
Okay, I just thought about this because I didn't think about this before, but maybe he's only magical under the Jellicle moon, because once dawn hit, he lost his magical powers.
We just didn't see him use it. Doesn't mean he lost it.
No, he tried to use it. He couldn't to get off the statue, but he couldn't do it.
That's odd.
I don't know, maybe his powers only work under the Jellicle moon. I don't know.
I feel like you're trying to justify this movie and like it. Yeah.
I'm not. Let me clarify for everybody.
He doesn't like Dunkirk, but he likes cats.
I'm not trying to like.
He would put on Cats before he'd put on Dunkirk.
This movie. As soon as I got to like the two, like basically like have you seen Lady and the Tramp, like the original Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah, way back in the day.
The Siamese cat scene.
Yeah.
Where the Siamese cats are stirring up all this mischief.
Oh yeah, it was like this Rum and Tum Tum or something.
No, it was Rumpelteazer and Rum Tum Tugger was Jason Derulo. You're close. Anyway, like two twin cats who go in the house and start like messing things around. Like after I got to that point, I was like, I'm really done with this movie, and I wasn't having fun before.
Yeah.
But, like now I'm like not even like mildly interested.
I gotta say too,
James Corden.
I like James Corden. He was one of the few parts that I was like, he's just charming. I like James Corden.
I like James Corden.
But what I don't like is that him and Rebel Wilson's characters, and it was just fat jokes. And frankly, Rebel Wilson in particular, she's actually funny. But in like every movie she's in, it's all just fat jokes. And I'm like, dude, can we get over this? And like, I don't know. It just makes me feel weird that it's all we do is make like, oh, she's fat. Like, that's fucked up. Yeah. I think that's kind of messed up. I like Ian McKellen, too. I like his song. And his song was actually one of the few moments where I was like, oh, this is actually kind of touching. Because I just felt like I was hearing actually Ian McKellen sing about what it was like for him back in the day when he was theatrically trained instead of meeting actors who were not trained and working with them. And I was like, that's probably something he does relate to a certain extent. And yeah, so I thought that was pretty nice. I
liked Ian McKellen's song. I thought he was fine. Like, the song that I actually really enjoyed the most, like the number I enjoyed the most, was the Mr. Mistopheles number.
Oh, I hated that one.
I know it went on a little long, but I appreciated the sentiment behind it, which was like helping him believe in himself type of thing. So I kind of was like, okay.
They just don't establish anything. He just like falls a couple times and it's like, see, he doesn't believe in himself. I'm like, okay, I guess. Sure, if you want to make this a thing in your movie now and say this was what we're all building to, I mean, yeah.
I thought it was sweet. I thought Jennifer Hudson was fine. She sang well. She's a great singer.
I don't understand why during Memories,
there was so much
when it
time.
hits so hard, when
there was so much
when it
time.
hits so hard, like when it really crescendos. From what I understand of that song, it's supposed to just like slowly build, but when it builds, it's like it's there. It's like really going. And they did that, and then they just took it right back down. And I thought, well, okay, you almost had an emotional moment movie, but you then just, I guess, copped out for some reason.
I don't know. I mean, she's a great singer, but there was so much mucus coming out of her nose.
Yeah.
It really distracted me.
I actually didn't notice that. I think I was just too over the film at that point. I was like, I'm ready for this to be over. We got to be close now.
I did.
Come on, push through a movie.
I noticed quite a bit.
Even her, so I mean, obviously, I guess in the cat's view, she's going off and she's just going to fade into dust and become this new cat. But in reality, right, she's going to be stuck in that balloon for like 3 or 4 days.
We don't know.
Okay, I know we don't know. I'm aware of that. She's going to be stuck in that balloon though for 3 or 4 days potentially, and have the same fate as McCafferty. Just stuff. McCafferty too. Terrible planning. The balloon was coming up, dude. You were right there. Why did you wait for the rope? You could have easily jumped right in. Bada bing.
I don't know. I'm not gonna make excuses for cats.
It's just not a great movie, man.
No,
it's
not.
And all the comedy falls flat.
Very.
Like I
Well,
maybe laughed. I laughed
such a-
at it, not with it. I was never laughing with it.
You said you enjoyed James Corden's character. For me, what it
Oh,
was.
hold on. Let me reframe that.
You just like James Corden.
I like James Corden. Yeah.
Okay. So for me, what bothered me was him and Rebel Wilson were being kind of meta about the movie a little bit.
I think they were the only two that recognized, like, yo, this movie's dumb.
But here's the thing: everybody else around them is taking this thing very, very seriously, and so like it felt out of place to me, and it bothered me just because I was annoyed with like I don't know the shtick. It was a little.
I was far more on their page than I was anyone else. Everyone taking it seriously. I was like, dude, come on. This should have been just a bizarre, like hilarious meta romp, and instead it's this weird sexual cat, odd, just nightmare fuel. Like really, I think you just need to be under some kind of influence to enjoy this film. You might not enjoy it.
Sexual cat. I mean, Taylor Swift's character. Oh my God.
Why does she have boobs?
Why does she have?
Why does she have big boobs?
Why does she have
Makes little sense.
Cat cleavage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
None of the other cats do. Did she see a plastic surgeon in Cat World?
Every other character.
A jellicle plastic surgeon?
Alluding to sensuality, where she was like directly being very sexual.
Yeah.
It was super uncomfortable to me, and I was like, I'm very uncomfortable right now.
It was all a mess. So, would you recommend this to anyone to go see?
I think people that enjoy weird, bad movies, I would say this would be a movie that they would enjoy, but I would not tell somebody to go see this movie. Like an everyday moviegoer type of person.
Yeah.
No way. Like I would never tell my family to go see this movie. I would never tell like most of my friends to go see this movie. The only people I would reserve a recommendation for this movie would be the people who just love the weirdest kind of stuff, like like Chris. Chris, he already saw this movie.
Just name dropping people and
fans. Hey, if you like LoveWatch, you might get a shout out.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I didn't say this, but at the start of the movie, someone's snoring already, and I was like, "This is a great sign." Someone's already knocked out. Yeah.
By the time it started.
By the time it started, there was someone already snoring asleep.
Super.
I think, and I saw it over at Universal Studios, so I assumed they had used it as okay, I'm tired, I'm gonna take a little nap and then head back to the park. Oh no, I think it was someone who was maybe in the park, but I mean I don't know maybe it was someone who worked there. Either way, I thought it was just I'm gonna use this as a nap. But still, it was just what a sign of things to come. Yeah, I don't know if I'd recommend this. I really wanted it to be I just wanted it to be so bad it's good. But it wasn't.
Weirder.
Yeah, it wasn't. It really.
It's just under.
It gets to be so boring. That's really it, man. I'd say maybe 30% of the film, I'm like, yeah, this is weird and crazy enough to enjoy it, and the rest, I'm like, nah, it's just boring.
It's more awkward than it is weird.
Yeah.
It's cringy.
Yeah.
I cringed a lot throughout. I was like this throughout a lot. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
So.
I would not recommend
Cats.
It. Cats. Joe Grizzlies. Would you like to see any of these cats again?
Ian McKellen's.
The Ian McKellen, yeah. Asparagus.
That's it. You?
You know, I was interested in McCavity a little bit, just because he's evil, but you don't really get to know why he is the way he is and why he can do what he can do.
How he got magical powers.
Yeah. So like I was like, and everybody knows about him, and everybody knows to be wary of him, but nobody knows what he looks like.
Everyone's so wary of him. There's like 50 of them in that opening number, and they all scatter when he shows up. I'm like, guys, there's 50 of you. I feel like you'd have a chance.
But then there are moments when other cats are like see him and they're like, ooh, a mysterious person. They walk up to him and it's like, you guys see him.
Yeah, how do you not know him? Yeah, I don't know.
So I don't know. There's something about that character, not in this movie per se, but just from the information that we know about him, it makes me a little bit curious about him. Other than that, no, there's nobody I really care to see again.
Yeah, well, there you have it, folks.
2 thumbs down for Cats. 2 thumbs.
I'm doing one. My other hand's holding my leg, so.
That's fair.
There you go.